hands are sweating, but they're always sweating.
Yeah. Hydrochondrosis.
Really?
Did I say it right?
No.
Hypertriglycerosis.
No. You know what I want to do? You know what I think would be really funny?
What?
Is if I tell you like nursing terms and you have to guess what it is.
Guess what it is. Okay.
That's kind of funny. Okay.
This will be like the
this one I asked.
The cups, the K cups, or the
K-cups. The menstrual discs.
The menstrual discs. Yeah.
Can you tell
Which
everyone?
is basically like a K cup.
No.
Right? You're filling the K cup.
No.
With your own grounds.
No. No, K-cups have stuff in it.
Yeah. But
Can you explain a menstrual disc?
Isn't it it's...
David and I recently had a conversation about menstrual discs, and he thought that was... Wait, Diva Cup.
Well,
Diva Cup? Is that what you're thinking?
I don't even know what a Diva Cup is.
Wow. And he was understanding it as an anatomical structure in the woman's body. So, David, what do you think the menstrual disc is?
Well, from our last conversation, it's something... It's not a part of your body, right?
No.
No, it's basically... Is it like a blood catcher?
Yeah.
Like a little... Yeah. A disc that holds contents.
Yeah. It holds your blood.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
I thought it was like... I don't know, like I thought it was actually like a piece of you.
Like a disc in your... Yeah. Honestly, like the way that it sounds, it makes sense that you would think that.
Right?
Not having that.
Like, I would think like hip flexors.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Is that...
Maybe. I don't even know.
Okay.
But...
So is it weird to think that like women bleed out of their...
No.
And then...
I think we've all come
and then
to terms.
goes... Yeah. We should talk about that. And then it goes into a disc, and then women grab their fingers through their vagina, pull the disc out, and then empty the blood. What do you think about that?
What is the point of it? Do they collect it?
It's a blood catcher.
But why do you want to... What?
Okay, it's like a tampon.
Is it plastic?
It's like silicone. Silicone?
Oh, okay.
Is it silicone or silicon?
Silicone.
Silicone?
Silicone.
But it's not spelled like that.
Yeah, it is.
Is there an E at the end?
I'm positive. I'm pretty sure.
I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, look it up. I'm pretty sure it is. That's what we need next, too. We need like a freaking something we can just...
To look things up. Like it's like app, like AirPlay.
Yeah.
It's an O-N.
Oh, it's...
Silicone.
Oh, sorry. You were showing me the Wi-Fi.
That's...
There's no N? Or there's no E?
No E.
Maybe
right?
Not.
Silicone?
Is that? I guess you're right.
I think so.
I thought it was...
Yep, it's silicone.
I thought there was an E.
Oh, wait.
See? Am I right?
Okay, so silicon...
It's a metal.
It's a natural chemical element.
Oh.
Silicone is a man-made product.
There you go.
Different. They're different things.
Cool. So I was right.
Yeah, and so was I.
Yeah. So they catch it. like one of those little medicine cup things that you pour it out that you...
Yeah.
So does
Do you
it
want to
stay
see what
up
it
there?
looks like?
Sure. Actually, yeah. Does it stay? So how does you... what do you do with it?
What were you saying? So basically, okay. So basically, this is what it is. This is a disc.
Okay.
So you shove that disc up your vagina.
Okay.
And then blood goes into it and catches it.
So it's like a puke bag. Right? 100%. That's what it is. Does it expand?
Well, no. Well, yeah.
It has to, right?
Wow, you're right. It is a puke bag.
That's exactly what it is.
Here.
Yeah, that's literally...
Okay, but then the Diva Cup, it's the same concept.
Is that comfortable?
To some people.
Yeah.
Depends on your anatomy. This is a Diva Cup.
Why have I seen those before? Oh, because probably you showed me at the last time we talked about this.
I've showed you before. So then it catches blood, and then you have to take it out and empty the blood.
So is that a daily thing, or like...
It's a great question. That's a really good question, David.
Well, yeah,
So
it seems like a horrible idea. But do you just like, oh, give me a second?
No, okay. So it's because tampons have bleach in them.
Oh, okay.
So people don't
that can't
want
be
it.
good.
It was very bad.
Yeah. Can you get cancer done in your? You can get genital cancer, right, for girls?
Well, like you can get like ovarian cancer.
Which cancer is just like what tumors? Like
cancer is a cell.
That, like
we already have
cells.
Cancer in our body. It's just whether it like
attacks or other cells,
like multiplies.
Gotcha.
From my understanding.
Okay.
I'm not an oncologist.
Yeah. Well, you know more about it than I do. I would think.
I do know a little bit.
Being a nurse and all.
Yeah. But your question, okay, so it depends. Some women have heavier cycles. Have you heard this? So some women bleed a lot and some don't at all. Well, like they do just a little bit.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have to empty it multiple times a day, but most of the time it's like 1 or 2 times a day you empty it.
Gotcha. And that's the disc?
Both, disc and Diva Cup. But with a tampon, it's like every 3 hours.
Yeah. Gotcha. Oh.
So it's much more affordable.
That's funny you say that. Courtney or someone else was saying a story, or like it was like the question they were going around like asking a bunch of guys. They're like, how many tampons do you think a girl uses in her period or something like that?
That's funny.
And
what do you think?
I said what, like 3 a day?
3 a day?
Yeah.
That's a great answer.
I think I said 3 or 4.
That's a great answer.
Depending on how, what did you just say? Heavier?
Yeah.
It is? Yeah.
And there's different sizes of tampons. Yeah. You can have a small or a super. You can have a super.
What does that mean? Just like how much
It just
flow?
is bigger. Like the other ones are small and then bigger. And so it absorbs.
But like, why is it just because some people have more than others, I guess? Interesting.
So interesting.
Yeah, dude, that
These are really great questions. And it's important that you know.
So how do you decide which device is for you?
Are you saying based off of your own
I'm just trying to
personal?
Yeah. Because I've used the
another great question.
The puke bag catcher, but I just makes a mess.
Yeah. So messy. I totally get that. Wait, what was your question?
Is that common? Like, do girls use that? Because I don't think I've ever heard of a girl using one of those.
I would say a lot of my friends do.
Really?
Yeah, because I think the whole tampon situation is really being broadcasted. People
What's
are like,
the tampon situation?
Oh,
like the bleach in them, and they're not.
It's bad for you. So I think most of my friends, I don't think use tampons anymore.
Yeah.
At least like my clean. I have like clean girl friends.
Yeah. Isn't that wild though? Like I was reading this thing and it was talking about how like, no, it's like we're literally such a sliver in time. Like it's not like how it's always been. Like we haven't always had like oven ranges in our homes. Like what if that's what's causing cancer? Like Wi-Fi. Like Wi-Fi was never around until like I don't even know what year Wi-Fi was made, but you know what I'm saying?
It's actually
Do you get
crazy.
that concept?
It's crazy how like all of a sudden we just had all this technology.
Yeah.
Like we went from like nothing to like
just huge advancements. Ever since the iPhone. Honestly.
I was going to say the same thing.
Ever since really the iPhone.
What was that? 2008. We had this in a trivia question.
2008 or 2007. One of the others. Hey Google, when was the iPhone made?
The date of introduction of iPhone was June 29th, 2007.
Oh, 7. See?
Why don't we use that more often?
I guess we could, huh?
That's like
I just don't know. I don't know if the mic's going to pick it up. But I could go literally and just edit it in and have a robot say it or something.
And we could be like,
wait.
So yeah, so if you are using a small tampon and you're bleeding through, you probably need a bigger tampon or you need to change it out more often.
Word. Nice. And is that like the embarrassing bleeding through story that everybody has?
Yep.
I've never been, I'm just assuming just based off movies and stereotypes.
Yeah, I do know of like a couple people who have like pretty bad stories.
White pants. Remember girls used to always wear those white jeans?
Oh yeah.
And their Roman sandals.
Yeah. Fashion trends.
Yeah. Super weird.
Super weird.
That was on the last video that I don't know if people are going to see, but hopefully it
got corrupted.
Because it got corrupted.
Okay, I'm going to give you some nursing terms and I want you to tell me what they are. All right. And then I'll tell you the actual definition.
All right.
Okay, what do you think mastitis is?
Mastitis. Something to do with diet.
Ooh. Okay.
Right?
Like what about
mastitis?
So what makes you think
Ditis.
No. Do you want me to spell it for you?
Yeah.
mastitis.
Oh, mastitis.
Mastitis.
So it's like an infection.
Good job. How do you know that?
I don't know. The way it ends.
Itis.
Itis, yeah.
Good job, Dave. You're so educated.
I'm pulling that out of my ass.
What is what is mast?
Mast? What do you mean mast?
Because that's the beginning.
Oh, shit, I don't know. Is that liver?
Nope. It's inflammation of your breast.
Oh, how would I know that?
You wouldn't. You wouldn't know any of this.
Yeah.
But that's the point. Okay.
Mastitis.
Mastitis.
So what is this?
So basically, like when a woman's breastfeeding, their milk ducts can get clogged and it can cause inflammation.
Oh.
And it's like red and hard.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you do to relieve? Like pop it like a pimple?
These are great questions. Don't pop it like a pimple.
No.
You have to breastfeed.
Oh,
so what you do is you grab a bucket of water, warm water,
and
unless you have
breastfeed the water.
Put your breastfeed the water.
So warm it up a little bit.
Kind of cook it like a little microwave. Breastfeed and then put a cold compress after.
Who breastfeeds if you have that? Is it because you can only have it if you're pregnant?
Yeah.
So the baby's got to be somewhere, right?
Post pregnancy.
Unless it's at like
the baby's alive.
The firehouse.
Oh, hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, because you need a baby, right?
Well, you can pump without a baby.
So what if people that like send their baby up for adoption right after they have it and then they develop that? What do they do?
Great questions, Dave.
What do they do?
So basically if you're not going to be breastfeeding, then you want to put like cabbage leaves on your breasts. That helps with decreasing milk production.
What?
Right?
That is so weird.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So you put cabbage leaves on your breasts and that decreases milk production. And then you can do like warm water.
What in the cabbage leaf does that? And why don't they use that for other stuff? Is it just the nipple then, I guess?
Well, yeah, it's basically just the nipple
receiving
and the
it better.
Yeah, I honestly don't know what's in the cabbage that causes that.
Isn't your I don't know if your lips. Oh wait, isn't your lips the same skin as your butthole? Like it's the same like cells.
Like type?
Yeah.
I didn't learn that in nursing school.
I think I learned it.
But I wish that I did.
I don't know where I know that from, but
so like epithelial cells.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Those are I'm pretty sure those like skin cells.
Like the
So it's some sort of like cell. I could be totally wrong and sound like I'm stupid. I see what you're saying.
Right? I swear I heard that or read that or saw that somewhere.
Makes me feel a little weird.
Right? I mean, yeah. But
I hate everything. Oh my gosh. Okay.
No, what was that was the myocarditis?
Mastitis.
Or the mastitis. What is the mass? It was your
breast.
Oh, yeah.
Mass.
Oh, wait, we were way past that then.
Mass.
We were talking about the person if they gave it up for adoption.
Yeah, we're way.
Cabbage leaves.
So you can still, this is actually really interesting. So you can pump into these little things.
Oh, is that like the Meet the Fockers? Yeah, like it's like what basically it's like a boob pump. Yeah.
But there's electrical ones that have like things tied to it.
Do they do other things?
I didn't learn that in nursing school either, but you could.
They have like different shapes.
Give it a try.
Doesn't it look like a gas mask or something?
Yeah, it's like a circle.
Yeah.
And it's on your boob.
Yeah. I only know that
and then it goes, and then your boob goes like this.
Nice.
And then milk comes out.
Okay.
And then you have milk.
Word. Oh my goodness.
A lot of moms, I shouldn't say a lot. People buy their milk.
Is that just because they have like more proteins in them? Because isn't it like being breastfed like way better than being?
Yes.
Like just because it's like more natural.
It helps with like antibodies. Yeah. Helps with infection.
There's like more like
so
fats
many
in it, I guess, or something. I feel like anything natural is just way better than what you can buy at the store.
I completely agree.
Like I hate going to the store now just because I'm like, I don't want that.
Trash.
It's so bad.
Trash.
Like now I avoid everything that's red 40.
Oh.
And Doritos are red 40.
I know.
And that's tough.
Sucks.
That's
my
so
favorite
tough.
chip.
Same. Same.
Is Blue Ranch Doritos have red 40? Okay, good.
No, because it's only red food coloring.
Is it Blue 40 since it's Blue Ranch?
Ooh. Well, it's not flavored. It's not dyed is the thing.
That's a really good podcast topic.
The food? Yeah.
I have a whole list.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, welcome to Teague's list.
That's literally a segment right there. Mm-hmm. Teague's Notes app. What's in it?
What's in Teague's Notes app? I have a list of ingredients to stay away from.
Oh, yeah.
Foods, mascara, laundry. So whatever you need, let me know.
Did you see? Okay.
So you go and buy seed oils?
Going on. Yeah, I don't like seed oils. I stay away from, especially sunflower seed oil.
And canola.
Yeah, well, yeah, canola.
And vegetable.
Yeah, vegetable. Olive's probably the only one.
Soy.
Soy
is the worst.
Soy oil. Oh, like soybean oil?
That feeds on breast cancer.
Soybean oil? Yeah.
I've seen anything.
Any kind of seed oil. Because, like, what the heck? Why do we need seed oils, you know? And I was actually, I saw this study thing that came out, and it was like back in the 1940s, a family of like 3 consumed over 60 pounds of sugar per day. Blah, blah, blah. Like, basically, like, okay, sugar is actually not what makes you, like, everybody obese. Because, like, everybody used to eat sugar. And, like, sugars and, like, fruits.
Type of sugar.
Yeah, it is probably the type of sugar. But
because there's processed sugars.
Yeah.
And then natural.
So it was probably, I don't know what kind of sugar they were.
So this is what I think happened. I think the Great Depression hit.
Mm-hmm.
And we found out how to make food really cheap so people could survive, which is awesome. But we didn't
at what
stop.
Cost?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we didn't stop. So
everything
now
got modified.
Yeah, that's why I think boomers are so sick.
Could be, actually. Well, yeah, dude, our life rate is literally just slowly going down.
Actually, we're older. We're actually living more than we used to.
Oh, really?
We're just acquiring diseases younger.
Oh, word.
So like 20-year-olds are acquiring arthritis and all these diseases.
I have actually seen that. Like some wild case 14-year-old. I saw some young kid get Alzheimer's, like super young. And they're like, dude, this doesn't happen.
That actually is a thing. That's really interesting that I learned in school. Alzheimer's, the age is from like 15 to 20.
No way.
And then like 60 plus or something like that.
That would suck.
But it was like really young that you acquire Alzheimer's or really old.
Yeah.
It's not really in the middle.
Dude, Chris Hemsworth is going to have it.
He's going to have it?
Well, because isn't it like...
the way you said it.
he's going to have it. Well, because it's if you have that type of gene in you, like you're there's like a 90% chance, and I think one of his family members had it, but he also got tested and they did find that he has the gene for it.
Okay, but did you know that you're 60% more likely to acquire Alzheimer's by just fearing it?
No way.
60%.
That's insane.
Crazy. I'm not afraid.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of other people getting it in my life.
That'd be hard.
Because to me, I'm like, I won't know.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
It'd be hard to deal with.
But it's like, it's the everyone else that's hard, like the caretakers.
Yeah. Well, there's this dude on TikTok, this like old dude that lives with his kids. And he always is like walking around. I think it's Alzheimer's, but it's where you like literally just forget every day. Like every day's a new day.
That's a really bad.
It's like a really bad case of that. So he'll be like walking through. He's such a sweet guy though. Cause he's like, where am I? Because he's like just on TikTok and they see him wandering in like the kitchen or something, just like looking at stuff. And they go up to him and say like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, hey, what are you doing here? Why? Where are we? Like, who are you? Like, but like kind of like that.
It's like funny, but it's not funny.
Yeah, it's funny. But then he's like, he's just like basically, sweet. Yeah, he's super nice about it. He just like keeps asking like the same questions. Like in the videos, you'll see him ask like, it gets as like a pattern every time they talk to him. He's asked like the same question. He's like, why am I at your house? Do I have money? Do I have money? Shut her know. Check your wallet. Oh man, where's my house? You sold your house like 4 years ago. What? He's just super funny.
Oh, that is funny.
I wouldn't mind that. He's got to be nice though. Like,
so that's the thing. I feel like your true character comes out because there's a lot of like mean.
Yeah, it would definitely be hard. Because
you don't have that like moral. Like,
yeah.
And it's curious
and
like what you do remember. Yeah. It's crazy what you do remember.
Yeah. It is
like
weird.
Loved ones.
Yeah.
Like your first love, you'll remember.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
That is wild. How do you know if it's your first love?
Because that feeling never goes away. Your first love never goes away.
Really?
I think like the
JT
strength of it.
Love?
It's a really great question.
We don't have to disclose it on this.
I think that he was like my first real love.
Yeah. Well, you married him, so.
I know. But I think that I did love other people.
Yeah.
I loved one other person.
Yeah.
Do you love anyone?
Yeah.
Oh, is it your only love? Have you loved anyone else?
Yeah, I have.
Really?
Yeah.
How many?
6. I'm just kidding.
That's like the best answer because it wasn't like too many.
Too bad, but
also I could believe it. I'm like, wow, that's a lot of loves.
Yeah. No, not 6.
Oh, this is a beautiful conversation.
Yeah,
so,
we're going back to
many?
the discs.
How many?
I don't know.
No, tell me.
No.
Don't do it.
No. Maybe next time.
I'm just wondering how many. I'm asking who.
Oh, honestly, don't know.
Is it me?
No.
No, just
no.
God, no. Just
Fuck
kidding.
no. Yeah, no.
You loved one other person besides the person you're loving right now?
I would say, yeah. I think so.
Aww. And like,
I don't know. Well, what do you think? I don't know. What do you think being in love or love is?
Right? That's such a good question.
Like, it could be different for other people, maybe, but maybe not.
I think.
Go. You go first.
No, you go.
I just have an answer.
Go.
What I think is. I think love is like when you care more about someone else than you care about yourself. So, like, you would take care of them first before you take care of yourself, which isn't always the best way to do it.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm meaning for, like, I don't know, like, that's why that saying, like, I would die for you. It's like, that's like the most extreme thing that somebody can do for somebody.
So that's really funny that you say that answer.
Why?
Because I think my answer was, I know I love someone when I want them to be in like all aspects of my life. Like, I want them to be here. I want them, like, I always want them to be around me.
Yeah.
And that's because that's my love language.
Oh,
Your love language.
Are you going to guess mine or am I going to tell you?
Acts of service.
I'm
guessing.
Like receiving?
I think your love language is actually quality time.
Yeah.
But I also think that it's not your.
It's a tough one.
It's a hard one because
I love it all.
Boys are. I just love.
Yeah. I just fuck.
We just start crying.
Yeah. Literally.
That's hard only because you can maintain relationships without seeing people.
Me?
Yeah.
I can.
But you feel
then I miss them.
But you feel most loved because of quality time, yeah. But
then if I'm not spending quality time, I don't feel love from that person.
So it is quality time.
I would say quality time.
That's mine too.
Yeah. I would say number 1 is probably quality time. And then number 2 would be physical touch.
Oh, but is that with everyone? Or is that just your loved one? Like
just the people that I love. Or like
do you touch Nick?
No.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I'm not touchy with my other like friends.
Yeah.
Like I don't touch them.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say that's
I know, isn't that so weird? Okay. I was thinking about this the other day. Like there's there's people that you hug goodbye and there's people that you don't, right?
Oh yeah. Like I know my people.
And sometimes you don't, like, even just like a little dab up, like, yo, what's up? Like there's people that you do that with and there's people you don't.
I'm like, I don't want to hug you.
Yeah.
And when you do hug them, it feels wrong.
Yeah, it doesn't.
But it doesn't mean I don't like
No. But there's some people you're just like,
you.
oh, we didn't hug goodbye. That's kind of weird. Or like say what's up? Like when we first walked in, other than
like me today.
Yeah. Okay, so I got a couple ideas. She came storming in.
I like knocked the door down.
Literally. Weird. But
that's funny.
Yeah, no, that's weird. No, I don't touch Nick.
Yeah, so that's not your love.
But I'm like all over JT.
Yeah.
Like I'm always, when I like say bye to him, we're always like are grabbing each other.
That's actually so true. You guys touch a lot.
All the time. Like when we leave, we always do like a big hug.
Yeah.
Is that funny?
But he's a toucher.
He is a toucher, yeah.
He's a big toucher.
Yeah, he is. Maybe that's why, maybe I'm all of it.
Maybe.
And I just am a sociopath and I just get.
You're conforming to what they want.
Uh-huh.
I totally believe that's why I am.
I could be a sociopath.
It's not a sociopath. You're a type 3.
What is that?
On the Enneagram?
I don't know what that means.
Okay, so you're...
I know 2. I've heard I'm a 2, but I haven't heard 3.
So you're just not.
A 2?
I can't tell you that. I'm not supposed to tell you
I'm not a 2?
Well, you're a wing. You can be a wing.
wing 2 or something.
So yeah, you're definitely a wing 2. You're like just like me, kind of. Like you are, but you're not.
Yeah.
Your main thing is 3. So your like deep core is like success. So whether your success is like in relationships or in your business or in whatever, like you thrive for success and like affirmation from that. You get your worth from that.
Yeah.
Then you have your wings. You have a wing 3 and a wing 4. Sorry, wing 2 or wing 4.
I get what the 2 is. Isn't that like just the simp?
2 is the helper.
Yeah.
They love to help people. Yeah. They find their worth from helping people.
Yep.
And then you have 4 and they like to be unique. They like to be different.
I mean, I got red hair, so.
Yeah, you're already right there.
It was already kind of there. That is funny.
That's so funny. So you can either have one wing or you can have both wings. And I think I have like the helper thing in like my work aspect.
Yeah.
And with like people, but it's not like what I found my worth in.
Yeah.
Where I feel like you maybe
I don't know.
Are like that.
Dude, I feel like I'm every single one.
That's because you're a 3. Because 3s are chameleons and they morph into whatever is successful in the situation. That's why you feel people's emotions around you so much.
That's so weird that you say that. Because
the way you said that, that's
no, dude, that was fucking deep.
No, okay, why is that weird?
No, that is weird because I don't know. I've had in my life, like in high school, I had like multiple friend groups. So I wasn't friends with just like 1 or 2 people.
Yeah.
But like I had like a core person, I guess. And it was like 1 or 2 people, but I was friends with everybody.
Yeah.
And I would hang out with like different friend groups.
Mm-hmm.
But like
the way
I definitely acted different with different groups.
Yes.
Like not like if someone random person came in and I didn't really know them, well, I wouldn't act different per se, but I'd be acting the way I would be acting if I was with like that core group of people.
Yes.
And that was in like different friend groups.
Like
which is so weird.
I can walk into a room and know immediately what people want from me.
Yes. That's what, okay, I was trying to say, I was trying to explain that to somebody. I was like, I feel like I don't know, can read people's emotions pretty well. Like
empathy.
And I don't like when people are, it's like when somebody treats a server really bad or a waitress. I'm like,
you take it very personally.
I'm like mad for that person.
We take things very personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what did you mean by that?
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Interesting. So I'm probably a 2 wing 3 or a 3 wing 4 or a 3 wing 2
and 4.
Yeah, because I
feel like to be weird.
I feel like I'm more.
You
of a
like
4
when people think
2.
you're weird and like interesting and like stuff like that. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Like I will do things differently because I want people to think like.
Yes.
But I also think I like it.
I like
it's not just for other people. I like the feeling of being weird.
Yeah. Which is I like the chameleon. Maybe that'll be my first tattoo.
But it's good and bad. You know, I realized I was so bad.
Yeah.
About 2 years ago when I looked in my closet. And I didn't have I didn't have one style. No, I had like literally everything. Like I looked at my friend groups and I was like, I would pick this outfit for this friend group, this outfit for this friend group.
Dude, that's kind of weird.
I know. And I was like, I don't have one style. I have.
Yeah. You're not Teague. Dude, that's so weird.
I'm other people.
Because it's like
so I'm like, who am I? Actually am going through this like, who am I? Yeah. I started writing down things that I actually like to do and not because other people like to do them and then I should be involved.
Yeah.
That's the hardest thing.
Yeah. Action to find out or take action to figure out. It's like the yes theory, the say yes theory. Like you find what you love doing.
Do everything.
Just say yes to everything. See if you find your passion. If you have your passion, is your passion nursing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So then you found it.
Nursing.
So that's good.
My passion is like babies. Like I love babies.
Like it's like a pretty common answer with women.
Children. You would think that, but I don't actually like.
No. Maybe not in today's world.
I went to nursing school thinking everyone's going to do peds and labor and delivery. Mm-hmm. I was the only one who wanted to do the NICU in my whole class.
Dang.
My whole class.
Well, what do you do from there on? Like, what can you do after doing that?
Like the job I'm doing right now?
Like, if you wanted to move positions from that, what would you do?
So, one goal I'm working on right now is moving into the nursery. So, this is like, do you know what the NICU is? No. So NICU is neonatal ICU. So babies in the ICU.
Gotcha.
So they're like very sick babies. Like they came out of the womb like much earlier.
Okay.
And so I'd be taking them like they're premature. So they're like literally this big. Yeah. Like, they're so small. Mm-hmm. So that's the NICU, and I originally wanted to do that. The nursery is like a step above that. So it's like they're not super sick, but they can't regulate their temperatures. Their blood sugar is
when they're on like the little incubators?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Or like we call them kangaroos.
Why is that like the most common TV show scene? Like when you're in a hospital, you always see the babies.
The incubators. They're not all in that too.
No.
Only some of them.
Yeah.
And it's because it's so emotional.
Is that why?
You just want your emotions.
Oh, the baby?
The babies who are in those are sicker.
Oh, yeah.
So it's more emotional.
So like more premature babies and stuff. Gotcha.
Very young. So you're supposed to be like 40 weeks is like it's like 37 to 40 weeks is gestation.
Yeah.
These babies are like 25 weeks.
Oh,
old.
shoot.
Like they were not.
So they're going to be there
They didn't cook long enough.
They're going to be there for like a month.
Some are there for like.
So it'll basically
longer.
like what, remake the womb or like the warmth of the womb? Like what does that incubator do?
So it's keeping them warm because they can't regulate their own. So this is really interesting, David, that you say this.
Oh.
There is a situation that just happened.
I know what you're going to say.
Or Atlanta.
Is it where? All right. Is it what I'm thinking of?
So this happened here in Phoenix a long time ago.
Was this what I'm thinking of? The head?
Yeah.
Like she pulled the head off?
So from my understanding.
Where did you see this? Why did we see the same thing? I don't remember where.
Because it's huge right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
I probably saw it on Twitter or something.
Like I've seen a bunch of people
Dude,
in my world.
I read like the nurse's testimony that was like there or whatever watching it. And it's like pretty bad. Like they urged her and like told her not to.
And she did it.
And she just kept doing it. Like she kept going. I think she's getting sued right now.
Oh, she'll never work again.
Yeah. Like.
So let's explain the story to the viewers.
Okay.
So there was a woman, I think it was in Atlanta.
Yeah. Who
was giving birth. The baby basically was like declining, not doing well. So they were going to the baby was like coming out.
Yeah.
And then like, I don't know if they were like, if the baby's like, if there's like a shoulder dystocia or like breech or something, something wrong with the baby coming out. The doctor pushed the baby back in to go do a C-section.
Yeah.
And like in doing so, ripped the baby's head off.
Yeah.
Head off.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the same story that you got?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah.
And they like her nurses around her were like saying no, we should not do that. Like
no.
And she basically like said no. We're like just kept doing it, kept pushing harder and harder, and then they were like, shit, the head didn't come, and then the head came out vaginally. Eventually. How traumatizing that is. I'm pretty sure that's what I read. If we're reading the same story. Isn't that
I heard it was
horrible?
Very brutal. Okay,
yeah.
So what was the nurse's testimony? I'm super.
That's just what they basically. It was just she was just saying that like we advised her not to, and she like overruled us and continued to like do it.
Yeah.
And then they did the C-section, but the head did not. Like when there was no head, the head was inside the womb still, and then that came out through. They had her push that out. Horrific.
Like, how do you ever recover?
You don't. I don't know if I could put that in do the freaking podcast. I might have to go over that. Yeah.
Why?
Just because it's like, I don't know, like pretty gruesome. I don't know. I feel like we used pretty good words.
Yeah, I don't feel like it was like.
I think we were good.
So
we'll see.
I had a rotation in Phoenix. I'm not going to disclose who and where and what. But I shadowed like a midwife, and she talked about certain situations where, like, literally happened here. She's witnessed. So you can use forceps or a vacuum to pull the baby out.
Yeah, yeah.
They're kind of like prongs.
Oh, yeah.
That you go in and to like assist the baby out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A vacuum kind of like sections it out.
Dude, it's such
and
a bad idea.
she told me she's witnessed babies' heads being pulled off from it.
What?
Isn't that crazy?
Witnessed?
Yeah, like she was a part of the birth.
And
like, a doctor came in because midwives and doctors kind of like work.
What did they just say? Sorry for your miscarriage?
Like, what do you say?
Yeah. Dang. Like, and that's still in practice?
Yeah.
Because that's like the only.
Oh, yeah.
The only
I
option.
get babies who have like dents on their head from like the forceps.
Really?
Yeah.
Does that stay for life?
No. No, you have like so much soft.
Jeez, that's just like makes you think like, wow, we are so lucky that we were like just birthed and had not really any problem. I came out, I almost like died. from.
You had a cord?
I had my cord wrapped around so I came out like purple. And my mom said they picked me up by the umbilical cord and just like spun me like a basketball because I was literally like, I came out completely purple.
They spun you like a basketball?
I think so.
Wait, I've never seen that method. I've seen the like slap on the back.
Yeah. Well, like, he like unraveled me from the cord because it was like wrapped all the way around.
Yeah. You were playing.
I was playing.
Yeah. You're just trying to have
balling.
fun. Yeah.
Just trying to ball.
You were literally balling.
Yeah.
Like.
It's so weird though. Birth is kind of freaky.
Oh, it's the coolest thing.
Yeah.
But I could go off about that topic. It's like the women's bodies are unbelievable.
Cool. Yeah.
Like
everybody, anybody, dude. I mean,
but like a pregnant body.
Yeah. Like what it goes through.
What it goes through, how it responds.
Yeah.
Like.
It's just a coincidence that was made from an explosion.
It's
millions
crazy that we're here
Evolution.
because our parents got horny.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now I have to like pay taxes.
Yeah. That's bullshit. Pay taxes on everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
All because of my parents' hormones.
Sent me into this.
I didn't ask for this.
No. But we were gifted it.
But I love it here.
And we fight on.
And I will keep going.
I hate it here. I'm just kidding.
No, I think I like my life.
You think?
I know, I do.
That's good. I mean, you've kind of already checked off a lot of boxes that people never check off. So
I know.
The passion one is a big one.
I know. And I honestly like never thought I would get to this spot. Like I didn't know you could like work.
Yeah.
I thought it was always just gonna be like, you just have to go to it.
Yeah. Well, that means.
And that's cool.
I have another question for you then.
Yeah.
Since I don't know what this feels like, because I don't think I found my passion yet.
Yeah.
But I was reading this book about how to find your passion.
I love that.
And it just talks about, it was basically saying what it feels like when you found your passion. And once you feel this feeling, then that's how you know. And it's basically, it's kind of like a little high that you get from it. Like you do when you complete a task and whatever it is, like you feel like you're saying, energized. Like a lot of people say it doesn't feel like work. Like it's almost basically, it's obviously like a huge dopamine hit. That's obviously what it is. But she was just saying it honestly feels like a little high. Like you just got like high and you like want more. So you just keep doing it over and over again. And
you make money doing it.
And that's wild. Yeah.
So this is my thing about my job, because I'm a postpartum nurse.
Yeah.
I get those highs.
Yeah.
Like I go in like energized, but I do work 12-hour night shifts.
Yeah.
And so it's like still really tiring.
Oh, I bet.
Like
because you don't like sit down that much.
And I worked last night and I literally like was running around like figuring things out and like calling doctors and like so it's still like stressful and you still get tired. Like my knees were throbbing. Like you still get tired.
You gotta get some
like
nice
it's
shoes.
Still work. You still kind of like go in the last day being like
yeah.
But once you're actually there, actually doing it in the moment, it's like, this is so fun.
Because your instincts just kick in.
Yeah. And it's fun. Like I just have fun. And so I'm like, I love it because of that. It's more of like the before part that you're like
stressed about.
I have to have more work and stuff.
But then when you're in it and you accomplish it, then it feels really good.
are on a high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I wish I could feel that someday. Or I hope I feel that someday.
I will pray for that because I seriously didn't think that you could have this feeling. And
oh, dude, I've known about it.
Like I'll never change.
I've known about it for a couple of years. Still,
because I always thought that work was just work. You know, just something you got to do.
Oh. Steve Harvey actually once said he's like, everybody's got a gift. All you got to do is find that gift, whatever it is, doesn't matter. You could cut grass if you're the best grass cutter and you love it. You're going to start a business and be super successful at it.
Yeah.
So
passion.
It's even if it sounds stupid, like I don't know, like parents growing up, no, you'll never make money doing that.
Yeah.
Well, if you become the best at it, yeah, you will. Like, because now you put it on TikTok. You put it on Twitter. Twitter, now you can actually make money on Twitter by just being a user.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Maybe back in the day you couldn't, but now you can.
Well, because they didn't know how to sell like media and advertisement spots like that.
Yeah.
And now, like,
it's everywhere.
It can just be produced. Anybody can make it.
Anyone can be famous.
Yep.
Anyone can be big. Like,
although
it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been watching a lot of, reading a lot about like the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers and everything. Like, you know them.
Like I know them, like, but I don't like know their story.
They're just like the Rothschilds are like the richest family known to mankind. Like they're worth.
Are they from Roth IRA?
No, they didn't do the Roth IRA, but they're the ones like they funded the Titanic. They funded actually Ocean Gate. They fund a lot of like projects because they have so much money. And
Ocean Gate, like the submarine.
Mm-hmm. They were like a huge donor to that.
Really interesting choices.
Correlation. But there's a lot of stuff if you go back and you read, and then it goes like all the way back to the Titanic. Like with there was Rockefeller, the guy that the father of oil that created the oil industry basically.
Isn't that a building in New York, the Rockefeller?
The Rockefeller, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's off of it. Yeah, it's named after him.
Isn't it like for music?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've been in it.
Yeah. But it's named after him. I'm sure. I would assume, anyways. But yeah, it was like with the central banks and stuff. It's too much information to go into, and I don't have the facts up. So, but no, the Rothschilds, they're just super rich, but they're really like a weird. There's conspiracy theories around them being like Satanists and stuff. They only breed with their family, so they keep it in the family. Like
incest.
They do incest. Practice in it because basically
it's illegal.
The father of it, it's legal in some, or I don't know. Obviously, they're rich, so they can get away with it if it is legal. I don't know. I honestly don't even know if it's illegal.
I'm shocked
because there's pretty well known families that are incest. Like, I'm pretty sure there's like a cult. I can't remember, but I was just watching this video on it because someone went up there, like they can't speak because obviously like incest like causes really bad like birth defects.
Oh yeah.
Like, but there's this family that like lives up in the mountains and they're all incest. And like a news reporter went and like visited them and like talked to them, and they just live like a very weird life, like a low quality of life. Because like, I mean, they can't function in society. So.
Don't get it. None of it makes sense.
It's weird, but yeah, anyways, the Rothschilds are super rich, super corrupt. Read into them, actually, if you like conspiracy theories, because they're behind literally like everything, because they put so much money. They put so much money into like Vanguard, Schwab, pretty much all the banks. Yeah. There's a lot of shit on them. Yeah. Super creepy, actually.
It's creepy how much power people have.
Yeah. It really is. It really is. Like
we're all gonna die because of that.
Dude, well, what one of our friends says is, they say, like, imagine if like the nuke codes just get in some sadistic person that just knows he's gonna die, like Adolf Hitler, for example. What if Adolf Hitler at the time had the codes for like nuclear destruction, and he knew he was gonna die? What if he just wanted to take everybody down with him? He could have done that. So like the fact that those things exist now.
Did you watch Oppenheimer?
Yeah. I fell asleep though. I was so tired. And we went at like, I think 9:30 is 9:45 when the movie started.
It's like 3 hours too.
Dude.
It's not even late. Dude.
I know. I was just tired. I've slept through literally probably like an hour and a half of it. So I fell asleep. I don't remember anything in the beginning. I remember him meeting with like Albert Einstein and stuff like that. And then I watched the bomb. Oh, okay. Well, I need to watch it again. So,
so JT just watched it and he said it's like the best movie he's ever seen. Like he was so astonished.
Yeah.
Like he didn't know how to like.
I need to rewatch it.
Cope. So I'm like, well, I have to watch it. Did you watch Barbie movie?
No, I'm not interested. You did, huh?
So.
I heard it's super like feminist.
So I actually don't think it's feminist. Okay. What do you think feminism means?
That, well, feminism is supposed to be about like women being equal to men, right? Mm-hmm. That's like what they fight for. But there's obviously like extremists that take it to another level that are like the people you see on like the compilations of Twitter basically just belittling men. Yeah. Like basically like toxic masculinity and stuff.
Totally. No, and that's like, I would say most people don't know the definition of feminism.
Yeah.
Because we've just like
because it's become more of like a, I don't know.
It's like, shoot. So it's like the word retarded. That
like
word.
The dictionary definition.
Yeah, the dick book. You're joking. You're joking. What was I even trying to say?
The textbook definition.
Wait, what? The dick book says.
The dick book says.
You don't read the dick book?
Just a couple times.
Okay, so like the definition of like mental retardation is like the scientific definition of like being on the spectrum.
Oh, okay.
But that word has been like turned and like changed into
derogatory.
being so derogative. Yeah. And like
that's what they do with all
hurtful.
The terms. Like gay was not ever like gay it was like happy. It was happy. Yeah, that's what it used to mean.
And now it's like no one knows the definition of.
Yeah.
I guess it's just they turn these actual definitions into something that's like way like I would think someone who's a feminism is someone who wants to be better than men.
Yeah. But that's not what it's supposed to be.
The definition of feminism is equality between men and women.
Yeah.
So I would say yes. Barbie movie was about the actual definition of feminism, which I admired because I went in going thinking like it's all about girls and girls rule boys. But it was about basically in Barbie world, girls like ruled boys. Yeah. And then she went into the real world and boys ruled girls. And then really? How they realized like together, like this is wrong.
Yeah.
And they talked.
Really?
And it was awesome. I thought it was really like the message behind it was cool. How they displayed it
was not good.
Was so
because it's for kids.
No, it's not for kids.
But like, who's gonna take the?
It's not. It's for adults. Yeah. It's like nostalgia.
But that's not who they marketed it to, though.
I don't know about that. I don't know any kids that went. Like that's like when I talk to my friends or like on TikTok, like it's all
your age group, yeah.
It's course. Like 20-year-olds.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see the statistic of like because obviously they track the age of people buying. I'd be curious to see
the age group.
Jamie, can you pull that up?
Google. Should we have a name for her?
You have to say that so she'll answer.
Oh.
She doesn't answer to a specific name other than Beautiful. That. Yeah.
Okay, but it was just so unnecessarily deep.
Yeah.
That they got in like these weird like
tough
speeches.
Yeah.
That
I
were
heard
like
about the one on the beach or whatever. There was one funny one on the beach.
Oh.
Everybody was talking about.
So that's my other comment. I think Barbie was so funny.
Yeah.
Like I was laughing. Ryan Gosling was hilarious.
Oh, was he? Ken?
I think that I was laughing more than like I wanted to keep laughing, but no one else was laughing. So I was like in my chair, like it was so funny.
That's so funny. You're
so
the first. You're actually the
first
first person that I've heard say I have a good review about it.
So I think it also was the most. I don't know if I have a good review. I'm like 50-50.
Kind of just
because I like think it was a little bit overdone.
Yeah.
But I love the message. It was hilarious, but it was the most random
just
movie
crap going on.
It was so random. Like they would just randomly break out into dance.
Like a little musicals?
No, not a musical.
But just
like I could never prepare you for what this movie was because we all went into it thinking what it was, and we were like, "What?"
Just confused.
But I really liked they brought in like discontinued Barbies. So they brought in like nostalgia of that.
Those.
It's just funny. Like there's stuff I don't know, but you like look back and you're like, "Wow, that was actually a thing."
Pretty creative.
I think you should watch it.
Yeah, I heard visually it looks really good. Like the Barbie world, it's like really cool. Yeah,
so. But
I heard just a lot of mixed reviews. But yours sounded pretty good, so maybe I will watch it.
It was definitely like I think if you're like an extreme Republican, which I like to think I'm like somewhat Republican.
Yeah.
I think if you're an extreme Republican, you probably take that and like make it
into
something that you want. But I don't think it actually meant for that.
Yeah.
So I'm actually curious
to see what
you would say. Yeah. Like I would love. I want to like sit down with you and watch it and have a discussion after because it talks about a lot of things.
Yeah.
So
interesting.
I'm just interested.
Yeah, I'd be down to watch it now. I wasn't earlier, but
I just heard it creepy.
Probably someone talking. Got some people living here.
Creepy.
Yeah. Hopefully one day we'll be in a big studio with just dollar bills. That's what if we ever do get a studio saying like
you want dollar bills?
I just want $100 bills like all over the walls. That'd be sick, wouldn't it?
No. That's so ugly.
Just hundreds of them.
I actually did have an envision of us with like a giant window, black lining, 2 green chairs, and like a table. Like we have like a scene.
Oh, yeah.
It was cute.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah, no, I've been wanting to we'll talk about it later, but just some other stuff to make it so you can do it more on the go.
Oh, I was thinking about that. I was like, it'd be cool if we were like by the pool one night.
I just would need to get more mics and more cameras, which
I probably have stuff.
I mean, it would be like, I don't know, what do you have?
I don't know. JT knows.
I'll have to look, but
I have to look.
I want to get just like a portable.
Oh, I have a thing, a portable microphone.
Oh, okay, like a lavalier
Like it's like
mic.
a mini version of
a
this.
lavalier mic that can plug in. I have one too.
Okay, and we could like go around and do interviews.
Yeah, it's just not like the highest quality. It's not it's not compared to like these.
Funny.
These like I don't know if we would post that on like. We could do that for like TikToks. Yeah, like go out in public and just do some stupid shit.
Yeah.
I always wanted to do that, but I feel I have too much social anxiety.
Yeah.
And I like hate making people.
It's because we care what people think about us because we're success driven.
Yeah.
I feel like I've talked to you about the Enneagram before.
We have a little bit. I do remember like the whole wing stuff because you're the one who told me all about the 2s because you said I was a 2.
You I feel like you used to be, but then I realized you actually weren't.
Not 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull something up.
I've been living my life like I was thinking as I was a 2.
Wait, do you need to leave?
No, the games. We just gotta drive at.
Oh yeah, you're right. I don't know why I thought it was at 8:00, and I was like, it's 8:10.
That would be toast.
I'm gonna read something to you, and I want to see if you relate to it.
Yes. Let us hear it.
Let us. Okay. This one's too deep. I want like more of like a fun.
We could get like cigars too and just puff away at them.
Puff. That's funny. We could like make dinner while we do it one.
Oh, that'd be good.
That'd be kind of funny.
I like cooking.
I like cooking. Enneagram 4. Where are you? Sorry. Okay. What Enneagram 3s avoid? 1. Failure. 2. Being seen as unsuccessful or incompetent. 3. Slowing down.
I would say that second one. What was it again?
So failure.
Yeah.
Slowing down.
Like, what do you mean slowing down?
Like not having goals. Like kind of like laziness. I think.
Would that be? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm being lazy, but mentally is like another battle. Like, like, I don't know, I saw this thing. It was like playing a video game when you were 12 years old. Like, I'm having such a good time. This game's amazing. To now when you're 25 or whatever. Wow, I should actually be working and making money right now. Like,
you can't enjoy it.
Nah, that's why.
You can't enjoy it the same.
Yeah.
Okay, so interesting thing about 3s is you have like each group, you have a triad. So 3s are connected to 6 and 9. So you can be Enneagram 1 to 9. Okay.
Okay.
You have a triad. So 3, 6, and 9. So when 3s are unhealthy. I was like, what?
Oh no! You like tried to ignore it for a second, like, but then you're like, wait a minute.
So in 3s when they're unhealthy, they go to a 9, and a 9 is the peacekeeper. So they are the ones who don't like conflict. They like to isolate and kind of be alone.
Whoa, dude! This is exactly what I do when I'm like feeling crazy.
And then listen to this. When you're in a healthy state, you go to a 6. 6 is a loyalist. So they're very with their friends, hanging out with their friends.
Dude, I should really read more into the Enneagram.
Okay, so I have someone recently told me that Enneagram is from witchcraft, but I just relate to it so much, which maybe is why it's from witchcraft.
Could be.
So just look at it from like a godly standpoint of like who he made you, and like even though this is like what you find your worth in, doesn't mean it should be in that. It should be in like.
Well, dude, some people make it like their whole personality, like the whole star signs. I'm not.
Oh, I don't know those.
I don't either. I don't.
What is it called?
Astrology signs.
That's what it is. Yeah, I'm not into that.
I'm not either.
But that's the point of Enneagram. It's like, just because it's you
actually
relate to this
testable
doesn't mean you need to stay that way.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, that's it doesn't mean that needs to be the
Did you ever take that one in psychology? You took a psychology course, right?
Briggs and...
Yeah, where it like gives you like 4 numbers of what you are, like, or 4 letters. It's like IJDEF or something. And it's like the antagonist, the warrior.
Oh, interesting.
Stuff like that.
What were you?
So it's actually a pretty funny story. So we took this test and she's like, come back on Thursday and then we'll talk about it. And we come back and I see she has letters all around, like basically of the letters. So like on one side it said IJEFs, which was like all the warriors. That's probably not the actual sign. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? And just all around the room. And we sat down. She's like, all right, everybody took the test. Now get with whatever group you got with, or like whatever score you got, which it assigned you to. There was like over like 20 that you could get or something like that. And it's just, you take it was like 90 questions for like your personality, like what you would do in this situation. What would you do in this? How would you act? Blah, blah, blah. And, I get up and go to my group and I see like a group of like 5 go to this side. I see a group of 20 go to this group. And I'm like, oh dang, there's a lot of those people. And then blah, blah, blah. And then I come to mine and there's nobody and it's just me. And I'm the only person there. And
were you so uncomfortable?
I shit myself, dude, because I
bet you people left and went to maybe the group that was more people.
I don't know though, because we did it in like the beginning of class, so like nobody like really knew each other, so like there weren't really like.
But that's the social aspect of like, I don't want to be alone. I'm gonna go join this group.
But see, I'm one that thinks about that like crazy, and I still wouldn't like move. Yeah. I was like, damn it, of course.
Yeah.
And we had to stand up, and like this is at the time where I was horrible at public speaking, and it made me so nervous. And we had to stand up and like say like what we're into and stuff, and it was the worst day of my life. And I was like, the first thing I said, I stand up and I go, well, obviously we're pretty rare. And I like looked around.
They probably laughed.
Yeah, they did. They actually thought that was hilarious.
Good,
I know. But yeah, I thought that was funny. And then it goes through all like your introvert, your extrovert, aggressive, non-aggressive, competitive, not competitive.
Wow.
And I was like 50-50. Like it was all like 50%, 50%. Some was like 50-49 or 51-49.
Interesting.
And
because you want to fit all crowds.
That's why the whole thing when you said chameleon, or is it chameleon? Chameleon, yeah. I'm like, oh shit.
They change.
They like adapt to the environment around them, which I definitely have done.
Which is why you and I are kind of chaos.
Yeah. I wonder too, because I went to like 9 different schools like growing up. Like I transferred schools a lot.
Is it nurture or nature?
That's what I'm saying. I think it had to be nurture, because nurture would be like I was forced to do it, right? Or like I just learned to do it. Like I would have the best outcome from doing it.
Yeah.
Because I went from private school.
Birth order as well.
Birth order, like of my siblings.
Are you the youngest?
Yes. Could be.
Because you always had to like achieve.
Yes. Always was in competition with the siblings. Yeah. That was always fun.
Me too.
Yeah. Some fights.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Craziness. But
that's a crazy psychological like.
It's so weird. It's so weird though that you can go back and like, I don't know, they've been tracking it for so long that they can just determine like habits and stuff that this typical individual like will do.
Human nature.
Yeah. That's why I like psychology though. It's kind of cool. But
I love it.
Yeah. It's just like, I don't know. The brain is just crazy. I think it's really weird.
It's really weird.
Yeah. But that experience at my psychology class was pretty traumatizing. Wasn't bad though.
I've taken it.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it wasn't that bad. I don't even remember now, but
it is. Like you were like.
It was a step. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. You feel
stressed, like thinking about what you were feeling.
Yeah, but now like not as bad. Like I wouldn't really be too worried about it.
Yeah.
But which is so weird.
You just overcome it. Once you like get uncomfortable, then you get comfortable.
I had to go through it in order to become comfortable in it, which is I ever tell you that story about in kindergarten? Every morning we'd have to do the Pledge of Allegiance. So like I've always had it. This is like why I'm like, oh shit, I've always had it, because I remember this story very vividly. Some kid always has to get up and lead and pledge of the allegiance, and I stood up and was so nervous and shy that I just started crying. I was in kindergarten, and that's all I remember from kindergarten.
That's probably a good thing that they did that at such a young age.
Yeah, dude. Well, like looking at it
teaches you.
Yeah, well, looking at it now, like my kids, like I know exactly what to do if they're gonna like end up I don't know, acting. Like have like social anxiety. One. Yeah, I'm like, I know how to get over it. That's what the book How to Be Yourself does.
This is not an ad.
No, this is not an ad.
Okay, so I have something crazy about the Enneagram. So I've known about the Enneagram since I was like in high school.
Yeah.
And growing up, I always looked like up to my sisters, obviously.
Yeah.
My oldest sister and I are very similar. And she's an Enneagram 7, which is the enthusiast. So they're the ones that like love spontaneous adventures.
Yeah. That Tatum?
No, Tennille.
Tennille's
the one with Michael.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And like loves to go and do like all these crazy adventures. Yeah. Like the typical like traveler.
Yeah.
Like TikTok.
Like she's probably got a couple North Face jackets.
Oh, yeah. We all do.
Yeah.
From the PNW.
Oh, that is true. Yeah. I thought that.
Have to.
Yeah.
That's funny that you say that. That's what Californians think. I have another California friend who thought that.
Yeah. Anybody that is slightly involved with mountains is North Face.
That's
Hydro
so
Flasks.
Funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
What is California?
I think like sandals.
Yeah.
Shorts.
Yep.
T-shirt.
Yep. Dude, literally, like that's all everybody wore senior year of high school. Was just, or all of high school.
We never wore shorts.
Flip-flops, shorts, and collared shirts.
There was like one sunny day and everyone would be in like shorts and a tank top, and it was like,
what are you?
Crazy.
Yeah.
We're all
naked.
White. Very white.
Oh, yeah, so white.
Yeah.
I bet.
Okay, so I always like looked up to her. And so I used to score when I would take the Enneagram a 7.
Just to be like, we're the same?
No, because psychologically, I didn't know.
Oh,
I grew up always thinking I was a 7, and I was just like, I thought that was what success was. So I built like my whole personality like around that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of like when I was saying where I was like, act in a way that I think will give me like the best outcome, I guess. So maybe that's where. So
that's what like now a couple years ago I figured I was like, oh my gosh, I'm actually not a 7.
Yeah.
I'm like very much a 3, and I just like built myself around this. So now I've been trying to do things that I actually like to do, and not because I feel like I should do them in order to like gain success. So like cliff jumping,
scary.
Sometimes I really like it and sometimes I don't, but I always feel this pressure to go and do it.
Which tells you that you're not.
Because that's the cool thing to do. To fit in and be cool, like you're a cliff jumper.
Yeah.
So I've like the last time we went on the lake, I was like, I'm not in the mood to cliff jump. I'm not going to do it. And I just sat there like stressed because I was like,
a 7 would jump. I was like,
now everyone's thinking I'm not cool. And I'm not as cool as these.
Would a 7 jump?
Oh yeah, every time. They'd always get in the water. They'll always go on the spontaneous adventure. Like, so I'm like trying to like figure out what I actually like to do, and not just because I think that's what success is.
Dude, I'm learning a lot about the Enneagram. I'm kind of looking at
decisions
now, like, and upbringing, like, oh shit, that's why.
Yeah. I think sports had a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
I realized something I really love is competition.
Yeah.
Like, if I were to go shoot around in basketball, that's not fun to me.
Really?
Like, I need a game. I need, like...
competition with yourself.
Yeah. Or even with people. Like, I love having, like in trivia night when we're all yelling at each other. That was fun. So fun to me.
I love that, too.
Like, I love to just, like, get so invested and, like... that's something I love to do.
Yeah.
Like, I love sports. Yeah. And I love competition so much.
Yeah. What's so funny
that's something I actually love to do.
Yeah. Heck yeah. That's awesome. What I hated sports growing up.
Oh, wow.
I hated them because I was obviously competitive, but I hated them probably because siblings, like my brother played sports.
You just like compare.
And I just like, I don't know. I never liked him. I was competitive at other things. And then high school came and I just like got into sports like crazy. Like I didn't even play basketball until my freshman year of high school.
Wow.
Which is nuts because how good I am. Like, no,
you're like Michael Jordan.
I'm like Mikkel.
Which is crazy, like how I progressed. Like,
yeah, just through the years.
So
I even played baseball a little bit, but I did actually play t-ball.
I could see you playing baseball.
I hated it. I would run away from my games. My dad would be like, "You have a game." I'd be like, "I'm not going." I ran away from home in my Yankees jersey.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
My uncle played for the Yankees.
Did he really?
Mm-hmm.
Like the pro team? MLB?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
Where is he now?
He actually is a multimillionaire.
No way.
Yeah.
Why have I never heard this? Are you lying?
I'm not lying.
Is he still in the fam?
Yeah.
Just not close with him?
Not really. He lives far away.
Gotcha.
And he's like much older than my family or than my parents. So it's like just a big age gap.
Yeah, that makes sense. I have some family like that.
Because my oldest uncle is 75.
Uncle? Whoa, that's old.
Mm-hmm.
That's like my grandma's age.
And then my dad is...
How many grandparents do you have left?
I have one real one.
Yeah.
But I have one step.
Gotcha.
And then one. But he's always been in my life. But just like not.
Yeah. Interesting. Wait, you said you had a step brother?
Step grandpa.
Step grandpa.
I don't have a step brother.
No step bros?
I don't have a brother.
Yeah.
So you know how you're
Does your dad want a son?
Why do you think there's 4 girls?
That makes sense.
He was going to try for a 5th. Actually, when Tyra came out, my youngest sister, he cried. Like he was really sad. Because it was a girl.
Damn it. Dude,
no, really.
Poor Tyra. Did she struggle with that?
No, yes. He actually was like depressed. But looking back, he needed girls.
Yeah.
If we had one boy, we would all be neglected.
That is probably true. I can see that.
Should we put him on?
Is that JT? Who is it?
Hey. What's up?
What you do?
Oh, just the most important thing in my life.
Okay.
He's weirded out.
Yeah. So what are you doing?
I'm driving to the gym.
Oh, okay. I'm doing a podcast. With...
Don't let me interrupt you.
No, you're on live.
It's part of her. It's part of her thing she's doing right now.
Yeah, I'm prank calling.
You're prank calling?
This is the
I'm
pizza.
confused.
This is the pizza guy. You know what I saw? I saw 2 people call Pizza Hut.
Oh yeah.
2 different locations, and had.
He's funny.
It's so funny.
Did they start yelling at each other?
They're like,
He's not. Yeah, he's not.
"Do you want a pizza?"
That was pretty good.
He just hung up on me.
I know. He said, "Hold up, Pizza Hut's calling me."
Okay, we can go.
Yeah, that can be the end of it.
That was a good.
Yeah.
We had some good. We learned a lot about ourselves.
Dude, I feel awoken.
What did you learn today?
That I'm a chameleon.
I learned that the Roths aren't the IRA.
No.
And I've been in Rockefeller.
Wow.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.